Gather the best from all the league to show them how to play and form a mighty
And welcome back. And of course, a big round of matches on this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow afternoon. It's all happening here in the GDFL and this big Anzac Day weekend. And the first one is the 94.7 match of the day. It's out at the home of the Happy Hawks, the Inverleigh Oval, and they take on the rampaging Belpost Hill. And Mitch, this will be a ripper game because you said before, Inverleigh are coming along all right. They can only win every game that they're doing at the moment. But gee, Belpost still look good. But at Inverleigh, they have a fair chance.
Yeah, look, Dick, I think they have got a good chance. I'm actually going to tip Inverleigh in a bit of a, I suppose, an upset. I don't know why I'm tipping, to be quite truthful. Home ground advantage is probably the only reason. But they had a convincing win over Belmont Lions last week. Belpost Hill once again, took East Geelong to the task, but they played their first two games on their home ground. So basically, this is their second practice match. They've only played Thompson and played East, whereas Inverleigh have had Belmont Lions last week, who are the improvers, and I'm just going to tip them because of their home ground, and I call this a coming of age for Inverleigh on Saturday.
A coming of age?
Coming of age, Dick.
Strike. Alex, can you beat that, mate?
Well, let's see if Inverleigh can beat the Panthers first. They did beat them round 13 last year on home soil by 3 points. Best on ground performance from a Cheney, if my memory serves correctly. Having said that...
Let me say this. Sorry. I had a Malcolm Fraser moment then.
No worries at all. Unfortunately, my generation can't remember the former PM, but what we can remember is their form throughout last season. Unfortunately for Hawks fans, in the end, it was Belpost Hill who overran them by 44 in the final, and I think that'll be the case again today because Belpost Hill, they just keep getting stronger week by week. I don't know what's going to shut them down, Dick.
Can I just ask you this question, Alex? A thing that doesn't concern me, but I think a thing that puts Belpost Hill under pressure is the weather. They play that chip and run game. They're very, very good at it. They honour everyone in the team, but I just wonder whether the weather will have. It does tend to blow out there at Inverleigh. Well, it blows at Belpost Hill too, so I suppose that's a contradictory term. But I just think that would the weather play a part, Alex? Do you think?
Well, it depends which end they're kicking on, I suppose. Within the middle, Belpost Hill, I suppose, you're right, has been their Achilles heel in terms of stoppages over the last 18 months, probably from that 2013 campaign onwards. But look, I'm actually glad you brought that up because I just noted down before, Belpost Hill were kicking with the wind against East Geelong last week. Now, that might be a reflection of the Eagles, but in that second quarter, they kicked 9 goals, 3 to East Geelong, 1 solitary behind. So... yeah, in the middle, to answer your question, in the middle, it is a variable, but if it's to their advantage through the spine, I think they could work wonders with it and maybe even have a 5-goal win over Inverleigh.
That'll be interesting because I just think a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind would suit the Eagles far better than it would Belpost Hill. But we'll see.
We'll see what happens. A bit of a worry. Mitch, you never heard of Malcolm Fraser, Alex?
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a worry.
Yeah.
He might have ever heard of you. You reckon he's heard of you? Used to be famous, used to have no hair once.
Well, he did. He's trying to get on my radio show, you know.
Is he?
Don't you? Yeah, he is. Andy reckons it's his radio show, but it's my radio show.
Well, I've got my phone on every Saturday morning.
You'll be the first guest. Don't worry, you'll be the guest.
Firstly, onto that, Andy approached me, your co-host or...
Wait on, we've got Fano going nuts.
Yeah,
you can cut it out, Fano.
We're talking too much about rubbish, which was unusual for us. Out of Footrot Flats,
I don't know what's
Footrot Flats, the Anarchy Footy Club, the Anarchy Roos started the season off with a bang and came down to Worth last Saturday afternoon. They take on the North Geelong Magpies, who are in sensational form at the moment. But I tell you, I'll start with you, Alex. The North Geelong Magpies, it wouldn't matter where they are on the ladder, they always struggle out at Footrot Flats.
Well, you'd know better than me due to the history.
My age.
I wasn't going there, but having said that, look, Anarchy, I think a lot of us got a bit carried away after round 1, that big win over Winchelsea. Fact of the matter is a lot of the Anarchy players moved to Lara over the season and they've disserviced themselves, that's my opinion, because now they're going to lose games by 120 points. I'm not going to name the individuals, but if they were in that team, we'd have a nail biter. Because they're not in this team, it's a North Geelong win, easy Dick.
Back to the 90s, Mitch, the top 2 clubs in the 1990s, Anarchy, North Geelong doing battle again.
Well, they were the reason that the send-off rule came in, Dick, if you remember rightly, after that grand final that was a bit of an all-in melee, I suppose you would want to call it.
Was the Vice President involved, Welshie?
I think you'll find he was, but that's okay. Look, Inverleigh, young team, Anarchy, a young team, North Geelong seasoned, and really are one of the contenders this year, and I think North Geelong very comfortable.
Oh, fantastic. That'll be good. It'll be nice to see that. And it's Sunday afternoon. Now, Mitch, what do you reckon about this? The Tommy Tigers take on East Geelong up against the AFL Cats home game.
Well, the Cats don't start till I think 3:30, Dick.
Oh,
We'll be out there at Thompson starting at the normal time. I expect a big crowd. There's only one other game of local football in the Ballerine on as well. So for all of you out there that are not that interested in the VFL or the AFL as they call it nowadays, showing my age now, Dick. The AFL as they call it, come out to Thompson. It'll be a great day. We expect a big crowd, and will be a good match. But these
local derby,
the local derby, the Battle of the Roundabout.
That's it.
I was talking to Ace O'Hara, who used to have many good battles with East Geelong last night. The Polly Rankin Shield, we all know Polly, who's passed away, a couple of years ago, and Polly's a great mate of mine, a great bloke. Yes. Played for both clubs, Coach Thompson. I think Thompson will win just. I think their home ground advantage should get them across the line, but the reality to it is it should be a good battle, and this may be a defining moment for both clubs.
Absolutely.
So we'll find out where they are.
Out of the Thunderdome, Alex, Thompson or East Geelong, the Battle of the Roundabout?
Well, I'm going for Thompson as well. Like I said with that stat about East Geelong, a bit concerning considering they're a former finals team of the last 2 years. And again, I think this could be a great season, could be a new era for Thompson, because Mitch probably won't remember me saying this last year, but growing up as a viewer, it was always the Tommy Tigers. They were the team to beat, so yeah, going for Thompson.
Okay, the West, they take on Werribee Centrals. They're running out of time again Saturday night. Mitch, what do you reckon?
Yeah, look, Werribee Centrals very comfortably. Should be a good crowd, should be a good night, but Werribee would be far too strong, Dick.
The Buddy brothers going to take control on Saturday night, Alex?
They could be. So could Philip Jones, who's been best on ground for Werribee Centrals 2 weeks in a row. So they're my final tip, Dick.
Okay, mate. Out at the Devils Playground, the Cry Devils having a shocker start to the season up against Belmont Lions. A bit stiff last week, Belmont Lions. Alex, can they bounce back this week?
Oh, and they will in quite a good fashion. So I'll tip Belmont by about 10 goals.
In a word, Mitch.
Yeah, Belmont. Carrara will have a crack, don't worry.
Okay, Winchelsea, the Gun Club, Saturday night. Bannockburn they're taking on. Mitch, what do you reckon? Winchelsea, Bannockburn in a word?
I think Bannockburn fairly comfortably.
Alex?
Bannockburn, Mullane to kick 7 goals this week.
Fantastic. Well, you guys enjoy your footy. You'll enjoy yours tomorrow afternoon out at the Tommy Tigers. Yeah. You enjoy your Colts this afternoon when you leave the studio this morning. Dick, yeah. And thanks again for your company again on the Footy Show. Once again, we do pay our respects and tributes to our comrades that did the ultimate sacrifice 100 years ago today, and those 3 words mean a lot to everybody here on the show, lest we forget. Enjoy your footy. We'll see you all again next Saturday morning. Bye for now.
We come together, the best from all the league, to show them how to play and form a mighty team. The pride of our region with all our favourite sons, never ever beaten, Australia's #1. We'll get the goals, boys, right from the jump, if we use some handball and never shirk a bump. So give it all your best as we answer to the call. Geelong in district football, the greatest league of all. Come together, the best from all the league, to show them how to play and form a mighty team. The pride of our region with all our favourite sons, never ever beaten, Australia's #1. We'll get the goals, boys, right from the jump,